Brexit. The word alone is enough to stir up powerful emotions. But could it be the nail in the coffin for the once powerful United Kingdom? Picture this, a nation that has been a global powerhouse for centuries, now grappling with the waves of change stirred up by a single referendum. The aftermath of Brexit has sent ripples through the UK economy, creating a landscape of uncertainty and volatility that's hard to navigate. Since the seismic 20.9% decline in GDP in April 2020, the UK has been on a bumpy road to recovery, but even as it claws its way back, there are signs of stagnation. The economy, like a heart monitor, has flatlined, fluctuating between low growth and small contractions since January 2022. Now, as we edge into the brave or perhaps foolish new world of post-Brexit Britain, we're left to wonder, is this the end of the line? As we dive deeper into the data, the potential impact of Brexit becomes alarmingly clear. The UK economy has been on a roller coaster ride since the Brexit decision. With a 0.3% growth in November 2023, the economy seems to be on a shaky recovery path. Picture this. April 2020, a time of global uncertainty as the world grapples with the COVID-19 pandemic. The UK economy, already dealing with the aftermath of Brexit, takes a massive hit. A precipitous drop of 20.9% in GDP. It's like a punch to the gut, leaving the UK economy gasping for breath. But here's the twist. Unbowed and unbroken, the UK slowly begins to rise from the ashes. Despite the odds, the economy starts to recover. By late 2023, it's even 0.2% larger than it was before the pandemic. It's a testament to the resilience and fighting spirit of the British people. Yet, as we step into 2024, a sense of unease lingers. Since January 2022, the UK's economic heartbeat has been somewhat irregular. It's a pattern of low growth and small contractions, a rhythm that suggests an economy that's struggling to find its footing. It's not a flat line, but it's not exactly a healthy pulse either. The UK, a nation once known for its economic stability, now seems to be balancing on a tightrope. Each percentage point in growth is a step forward, but the threat of a fall is ever present. It's like watching a high-wire act where the performer is the UK economy, the wire is post-Brexit fiscal policy, and the audience is the world, holding its breath with every move. The story of the UK's economy post-Brexit is one of resilience, recovery, and uncertainty. It's a tale of a nation trying to navigate the stormy waters of economic instability, with the specter of Brexit looming large in the background. While the numbers show a glimmer of recovery, the overall economic landscape remains worrisomely stagnant. It's a sobering reminder that while the UK has managed to keep its head above water post-Brexit, the future is far from certain. Unemployment in the UK, a paradox of low rates amidst high uncertainty. July 2023 saw a rate of 4.3%, one of the lowest since 1974. Historically, the United Kingdom has been a stalwart of economic stability, boasting some of the lowest unemployment rates since the mid-70s. But let's take a journey back in time to better understand the current scenario. In the spring of 1984, the UK saw its highest unemployment rate in recent history, a staggering 11.9%. This was a time of economic upheaval, a time when the country was grappling with sweeping changes. Fast forward to the early 90s, early 1993 to be precise, and we see another peak. This time, the country was recovering from a recession and trying to get back on its feet. The story repeats itself in late 2011, with another spike in unemployment, as the aftershocks of the global financial crisis were still being felt. Now, let's bring it back to today. July 2023, the unemployment rate sits at 4.3%, an increase from the previous month, but still one of the lowest since the 70s. It's a paradox, isn't it? On one hand, we see a relatively low unemployment rate, something to be celebrated, but on the other hand, there's this cloud of uncertainty. This uncertainty stems from Brexit, the United Kingdom's decision to leave the European Union. Since that momentous decision, the UK's economy has been on a roller coaster ride, fluctuating between periods of low growth and minor contractions. It's been a game of tug-of-war with the economy trying to maintain balance amidst the chaos. So what does this mean for the future? Well, it's hard to say. Despite the relatively low unemployment rates, the uncertainty surrounding Brexit has cast a long shadow over the UK's economic future. The country is in uncharted waters trying to navigate through this storm. Despite relatively low unemployment rates, the uncertainty surrounding Brexit leaves a shadow of doubt over the UK's economic future. Brexit, a decision that continues to reverberate through the economic and social fabric of the UK. Despite a resilient recovery from the initial economic shock of the COVID-19 pandemic, the UK's economy is now treading a delicate balance. Fluctuating between minor growth and slight contractions, the specter of Brexit looms large, casting uncertainty on the country's future. Unemployment, though relatively low, has seen an uptick. The effects of Brexit will cast a long shadow over the UK. Could it lead to the end of one of the world's oldest democracies? Only time will tell.